Hi, Louis. Welcome to our call. Can you hear me? Hello? Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Awesome. I can hear you just great. It's great
Okay,
talking
can
to
you
you.
see me?
I cannot see you, but it's fine. I mean, as you like.
Oh, okay. There's let's see what is start video. Okay. I can see you.
All right. If you can
I
see
can
me and
see
hear
you.
me, and I can hear you good. So that's okay.
Perfect.
All right. So
How
let's
are
get.
you doing? Thank you
I'm
so
doing
much.
great. I'm doing great. I'm glad to be talking to you right now. Just to let you know before we start our meeting, I'm required by Udacity to record our meeting just for quality assurance, right? Just to let you know. All
No
right. So
problem.
what we're going to do, we're going to follow this. Let me share something with you. We're going to follow uh, format. I don't know if you can see it. It's a fire window. Can you see it?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So I'm going to ask you some questions, and that's how. And at the end of it, we're going to have 15-20 minutes to answer all of your questions. All right. So let's just go quickly over them. So how would you say your progress is coming along in the program?
After trying to figure out this biggest challenge with this project, I think that I'm ready to move on doing the cleaning. I already did the assessment for the first two data frames, and now I'm just going to finish this third one, which is for the tweet counts and favorite counts.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at all the information, for the cleaning, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to combine all the files and then clean it from there.
All right. 1 second. So you're going to clean the files and. All right. Just before we move on to that, let's just
Okay,
really
sorry.
quickly. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's great. So before we jump into the project, let's just check the. I already sent this progress worksheet with you. You received, right? Awesome. So we're still on time to finish this project. And just the next question is if you feel like we need to make any changes to the learning plan. And but I just what I would suggest is just that uh, let's turn in the project as soon as possible.
Yes.
And but I hear you speak, and I think you're feeling confident with it now. So I'm just going to put, for example, today is September 9th. Do you think you'll be able to submit it maybe tomorrow?
I think I can.
All right, submit project, and after that, let's just try to catch up with these previous lessons. If I would suggest instead of spending 3 days on each of these lessons, maybe spend 2 days on each of them, and in that way, we will be able to catch up fairly quickly with it. So spend 2 days instead of three, and let's do the same for the other for these three lessons,
Yes.
and that should put you right back on schedule. What do you think about this plan?
Yes, I
All
think
right.
it's workable.
All right. So I'm just going to write here, spend 2 days um, on the first three lessons of the new unit instead of 3 days. Awesome. All right. So what can I help you with today?
Today, I have a couple of questions from the project,
All right.
the results from the brain problems that I just resolved.
All right.
Help, of course.
So were you able to read the DF at the end of the day, right?
Yes.
Was it helpful? It was the JSON readable, right? Because or was another different thing?
Well, I think let me just go back to it. I think the problem I was having is the, let me just get back to my screen.
Sure, sure. If you want to share it, feel free to do that.
Yes. By the way, this is my first time in programming. I'm really enjoying it. I love data, but of course, this is second level in the program. It's getting harder, but the more I, the more that there is a problem, the more I learn. You know, because trying to Google and trying to interface with you and other students and trying to figure this out, give me more knowledge, more understanding.
What you will find out, Luby, is that when it gets challenging, you will spend some time on it, and then you will get really, really frustrated. That's part of it. And there will be times where you will feel like, I'm not good at this, I'm super frustrated, this is not working. And then you figure it out. And when you figure it out, you will be, yeah, this is great for me. I'm loving this. I'm getting great at this. And it's
Yes.
part of the process. It's going to be part of the process. There will be, and it can be in the same week that you feel all of those emotions, for sure.
Yes, and this happens to every each project. And my husband actually told me that you will get it. It always happens. Once you figure out and get some help and figure out, you know, you'll be happy again.
But now you know the cycle, so
Yes.
you can talk yourself like, okay, it's part of it. It's natural.
Yeah. And I think the reason that it's taking me a long time to resolve, you know, the problems is, and also taking time to reach out to you or to anyone, because I am trying to resolve it myself. I'm trying to exhaust my references and going to Stack Overflow on any website, trying to learn to navigate myself and learn also from, you know, any resources
Right.
before I come and reach out to you.
I think that's good, and that should be your first instinct. But at the same time, you can share with me at the moment that you're facing that obstacle, just like, oh, I faced this, and I'm googling right now.
Okay.
And sometimes what I can do, instead of giving you the answer, I can tell you like, oh, Google it this way, and that way you can learn how to look for it faster, and I can learn how you are looking for stuff on the internet, and become more efficient that way.
Yes, and I'm learning that also that you know, Googling is really depends of all the words that you put in
For
to get
sure.
the proper
For sure. Yes, and
links. So
mhm.
um, learning the hard way.
But that's the best way to learn. That's the best way to learn. All right.
Okay.
So, do you want to share your project
Yes.
with me? And
Okay.
I cannot see it
Yes.
yet. Mm,
Okay. So what I'm going to do is let me. When I send it to you, I have to say snip tool it and make it an image, because otherwise, if I copy and paste, it will be like all over the place, I think.
yes, but what you can do right now, there should be a share button that you should have access to it, and you can just share your screen with me, and just go to the Udacity classroom, and we
Where
can
do I
look over it.
find that?
Um,
On
so
the, let me
on the
see.
menu of these,
Oh, there you
yes.
go.
All
I
right.
think it's share.
Uh-huh.
Okay, share. Okay, screen.
Choose the Safari window, and
Okay, I think this one here. And then share. Okay.
All right, I can see it now. Great.
Okay. So
All right.
so let me expand it so it's better.
Yes, that's better.
Okay. So once I ran the I run this script to collect the status data from tweets, and I got the results here.
Okay.
It actually collected everything. There's about total of 2358 total ID.
All right. Now let me stop you right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me any break.
Yes, a little bit. But the thing here is you have the try statement, right? And in the try statement, you're going to capture the tweet ID, the tweet data, and then you're going to print the tweet ID, right? And in case that doesn't work, you're going to print the tweet ID, and then you're going to print the string of the error. Did any of these print with an error, or all of these successful?
Yeah, it seems like it's successful.
All right.
But isn't it this should break and give me total of the limits of, you know, how many errors and how many tweets?
It depends, because the thing here is, since you're printing both the successful one and the unsuccessful ones, you're going to see everything. You're printing all the tweets ID that are
Yeah.
successful, and you're printing all of those are unsuccessful as well. So you should look for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That one was unsuccessful.
Yeah.
So that's the way that you're going to notice it.
Okay.
But if you want to be, if you, what's that?
This is okay.
Okay.
What I'm.
Oh, then that's fine. Just to be on the same track.
Okay.
All right. Well, and you were able to read that into a DF, and you use the JSON callable.
So right here, writing the tweet data to JSON file, it was
All right.
successful, and I checked some heads to see what's actually in
Awesome.
the text,
It looks great.
and this what shows, and the columns what I'm looking for are there.
Awesome. That's great news.
Now, what I did is I wanted to create the new data frame for the columns that I want.
Okay.
So I call it right here for the subset, and I got the ID, retweet count, and favorite, and then from data frame to 2 is equal to with sorry,
Okay.
2 by calling out my df count data frame.
Okay.
So since in JSON text, the ID column is ID and it's not tweet ID, I rename that column ID to tweet ID.
All right.
And put in place, and there we go.
Awesome.
So I have all of the counts.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
That's great news. Are there any others columns that you would like to include there as well, or those three are the only ones that caught your interest?
Those only my my interest on that. I mean,
Okay.
as with the project, that's all is
All right.
asking to get the number
That's
of.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah. So now this I started. This was since last week. As I mentioned to you, I got it all started while I'm working on the problems I have.
Okay.
So I got all the data frames for the other information that I need. I already have assessed data and looked at, all the problems visually and programmatically.
Okay.
And that's all the way here. And also for the images, I already have completed that.
Okay.
So I'm actually looking at also, the information and all the value.
All right.
And now I'm going to, after this image, then I'm going to start doing assess
on the JSON, right? The tweets.
On the JSON file, yeah.
Okay.
After that, so here I already started the quality issues that I observed. So I wrote down everything here. So I got my Twitter 1 data frame.
All right.
My problems that I saw, I will be adding another one. And then the Twitter 2 data frame, which is the JSON file, I will work on that. And here is the image data frames.
Okay.
And let's see.
And the tidiness issues.
Working on the tidiness issue.
That one, that's key. The 4 different columns, because now they're dummy variables, and you definitely would like to have that as a category variable. So instead of having the 4 of those, make sure you have one. Instead of having 4 categories, have one that says, I don't know, the doc type or doc stage or something like along those lines. So that one is a really good finding.
Okay, so I am thinking of just to get rid of this, to drop these columns, because I think it's kind of necessary.
You were thinking of dropping the columns? It depends on the sort of analysis you would like to do. I suggest you keep them. I mean, it's going to depend on the main questions you're going to ask. But I suggest you keep them because, one, they are part of the Twitter archive and haste, which is the file that was given to you.
Yes.
If it was the file that was given to you, maybe they have them there for a reason. So I would suggest you fix it first and then decide if you want to keep it or not.
Okay. The reason I thought of dropping this is there's only very majority of the data is non-volume, and there's only very few that the value is just repeated.
Can you show that to me? Because it was not my experience when I claimed when I wrangled my data.
Yeah.
There were many.
Oh really?
Yes.
Okay, here I will show you. So that is.
It's in the Twitter archiving haste.
It's actually. Oh yeah. Let me just go back.
That's fine.
No, this is okay, here you go.
All right. No, but you do have it's a lot of them. You have 97 values for Dogo. So that means that you do have at least 97 Dogos, at least 18 fluffers, at least 200 poppers, and 30 pupos. So I think you should use it. I mean, I would suggest you let me show you a little bit of how.
But why is the value is repeating on what's already in the variable? So like on the purple, um, the value of the 30
Oh, so the thing is, what is
or purple.
yeah, what he's doing right there, it is a dummy variable. It's a little bit a different kind of variable. What a dummy variable does is that it has a NaN when it doesn't apply to that row, but when it applies to that row, it will have a 1. So the value counts, what it's going to do is going to add all those counts together. So it usually doesn't do that value counts. What it does, it gives you the different values. But here you have 39 values of 1. So that means that you have 39 or 30, I guess, rows on the data set.
Yeah, it's just counting how many values was actually with the value of purple.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what I would suggest you do, instead of having 4 dummy variables, because you actually are having 4 columns for something that should be defined in 1 column, and that is a doc stage. If you have a doc stage column, for each row you can have, if it is, you can say, oh, it's a pupo, or it's a fluffo, or it's a dogger, in the same column, instead of having 4 rows. So that's a tidiness issue that you should address.
Okay, so I'm just going to combine them, join it in 1 column.
It's going to be a little bit trickier than that, because you will need to check the row to see if the what column is it on. Is it the doggo column? Is it the flopper column? Is it the poopo column? And once you identify what column it's on with the number 1, you're going to say, okay, so in the doc stage is going to be a pooper, or I don't know how to pronounce it, a fluffer or a doggo or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And after that, you can erase the 4 columns and just keep that one.
Right.
I'm going to send you an article. Have you heard about regex, regular expressions?
I haven't used the regex yet.
Okay, it's actually not part of the program, but it's a cool feature of Python. So I'm going to send you an article. Basically, what it does is that you can read the text of the tweet. It has the word pupo. Is going to extract that word from the text and write it into the column.
Okay.
And that way you can extract from the text what doc stage is it on. So
okay.
I think that could work for you.
I think we have one of the project actually there's in this situation where we have to eliminate more than 2 columns and just create 1 column.
That's it. That's what you need to do.
Yeah. So I will look into that. I'm still kind of going back to my other projects and
that's fine.
to my notes and stuff like that. But I'm making it.
Yes. Can I take a look on the list one more time?
Which list?
The final list, the one that has all the errors that you found.
The one that has the errors.
But I mean, I'm talking about the issues that you're going to fix. That's on the bottom.
Oh, yes.
Just to make sure that you considered everything.
You mean all of the
yes, all the issues that you're going to fix. Awesome. So retrieve status ID, retrieve some numbers. Okay, cool. Are both nice. Number 3 is HTML format. Nice. You can definitely clean that. It has the values of none. Instead here on number 4 for Twitter 1.
Yes.
NAM has some values of none instead of NaN. That is true. You should fix that. But you will also have some names that are wrong. The name will be or the name will be a, or the name will be and. So you need to clean that as well.
Yeah, so that's on number 5.
Oh, yes, you're okay, you got it.
I just separate them because it's totally
Yes, you can fix them in a separate way. Good.
yes, yes.
Mhm. None instead of an AN. There are several columns in data form will not be needed for analysis. Good. First letter on the labels is considered first. Nice. Underscore instead of spaces. That's good. Great. And I think you have everything. At the end of the day, the only thing that you will need to do, but that can be done after you finish cleaning all of these issues, make sure you join the 3 tables into one. Because at the end of the day, you're talking about the same tweet ID. So you want to have all of that information about that tweet
Mm-hmm.
in the same table.
Yeah,
So
right. Because that will be needed for the plots.
yeah, and for the exploratory data analysis, you're going to do
Yes.
as well. Yes, awesome.
Okay. I am still rethinking of my the 8th observation on the quality issues. I'm I'm seeing a couple of it, and I just wanted to make sure that it's something that I will be able to clean up.
Right.
So it's on the dog rating, the
Okay.
percent and decimal points are inaccurate,
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
right?
Yes, because it ends at the point. So if it's like, I don't know, 5 over 10.5, now
Yes,
saying it didn't it didn't catch the point, right? That's
yeah, and some are reading it as a float. That's why it's putting, a decimal.
that's a good one. Awesome find.
Yeah, okay. Um, I just want to make sure that whatever I put it there, I can fix.
But I mean, at this point, just find the issues and try to fix them. And if you don't think you're able to fix it, I mean, you'll find a way. So I mean, and
Okay.
so just put it there, and if you find
Okay.
it, we'll find a way to fix it.
Okay. So overall in this project, what really got me stuck is the JSON file.
Yes, that's difficult for sure.
So and then I did not, of course, with the API access. Um, I'm so glad that that was easy to fix.
That's great. Uh,
I do have a question though
yes.
on the consumer keys. When I submit my project, I know it says that don't submit the access keys number.
Mhm.
So just delete
Just
that and make it like a code.
X's. Just X's.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Sounds good. Um,
Is there anything else I can help you with? Do you feel like you can move on now with whatever you felt challenged with?
yeah, I think I can. I'm confident right now to move on. Since I have, got everything fixed on the third data frames with the JSON file. And if I come across with anything like what you recommended, is I'll go ahead and notify you on
Mhm.
the hub on what problem I'm having, and then while I'm looking into it, and if there's something that you can help me, then you'll provide me some feedback.
That sounds great. That sounds great. I'm happy to hear that you feel confident now to move on with the rest of the project. I think that based on what I've seen, spend some hours today, tomorrow, they should be able to submit it in the next couple of days. Because I think you are confident of what you have to do now. So I'm glad that you feel that way.
Yeah, I did enjoy the assessment though.
You didn't enjoy it?
I did enjoy
Oh, you did enjoy it.
the
Yes.
assessment.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Great. So let me know when you are starting to cleaning the different files and
okay.
whatever challenge you face, and I'll try to provide you with some tools for each of those.
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds good. All right. Let's keep in touch then.
Thank you so much, Javier, for your time and for your help. I really feel good that I can move on.
I think you're on the right track, and you'll be done with this in a short amount of time.
Great, great.
All right. Talk to you soon then, and we'll keep chatting. And feel free to schedule a one-on-one for next week if you want to. Right?
Will do.
All right.
Thank
Awesome
you
job.
so much again, and nice meeting you.
Nice talking to you, Luby.
Thank you. You too. Bye bye.
One more thing before I forget.
Yes.
Can you provide your email address, because I need to provide it to Udacity that we have.
Yes.
Sure. What is it?
It's L.
L.
My last name Kirby, C as in cat, U, R as in Robert, B as in boy, I at gmail.com. Oh, I'm sorry. The Kirby's right, but it's L Q as in, and then S as in Sam. LQS Kirby.
Okay, let me spell it. LQSQRVY. Am I right?
B as in boy.
B as in boy. Yes. All right. At gmail.com. It was great talking to you, Luby. Talk to you soon. All right.
You too.
Have a good one. Bye bye.